Sportcat's Daily Gazette, live across Australia on Dare Media Group radio stations. News, weather.
And somehow it all makes sense. Sort of. For more information, go to daremediagroup.com.au.
The boss jock has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You're the one and only Sportcat. I am here with you for the next 2 hours on Dare Talk Radio, Radio Country, Radio X, and Radio Oldies. Thank you for tuning in and allowing us to tickle your ears. And I want to thank everybody at WZQR for tuning in overnight. Thank you. Everybody, please come over and join the live chat on the Sportcat Show. We have the one young Denise here. And we have Chris, and we have our spammers. And before I bring my beautiful co-host out, let me find a button here. I got to do this because she's probably going to lose her shit if I don't. So.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson.
That's me.
And do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show. This show is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner. Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
There you go. That should keep the lawyers happy in case Brenda says something stupid. All right, everybody, come over and join the live chat. We got a lot to talk about today in one way, and in another way, nothing to talk about.
Yeah. And why does it always have to be me? Why is it always my fault? What's the problem?
Well, because you're my nemesis.
I am.
You set me off as if I need help.
I am a new chihuahua.
Well, you're going to be angry because most of the news today is sports driven. So you're going to be a happy camper.
Let's hope that my pills kick in before then.
Let's hope they don't. I need you to carry
me. Then it
me.
won't matter.
10 minutes before showtime, I moved and threw my back out. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old.
Like I said, I did that yesterday, and all I did was wake up out of bed.
Yeah,
I know. And
all I did was sit in the chair. So.
Wait, and then this morning I couldn't move my shoulder, and I know what it is. I figured it out because this little guy of mine will not use his steps anymore for some reason. So I have to reach across the bed to grab him, and he runs as close to the wall as he could get. So this morning I wake up and I go to get up out of bed, and I could not move my shoulder. And so I had to take it, and I had to stretch it, and I had to pull. Man, I'm telling you, the things I have to do for him, I think I need I need a younger caregiver. I need somebody that can jump around and do things.
Yeah, Jack could break a hip too.
Yeah, so, I know.
Aside from that, how was your weekend?
It was okay. I did a show Saturday night.
Oh,
and then yesterday I sat around and watched some Netflix series thing called The Ranch with Sam Elliott, and then
it's popular.
Matter of fact, I'm still watching it. Well, not right now, but it's on pause.
I think there's some spin-offs too.
There's what?
I think there's some what do they call them? Spin-offs or shows that come off after it or something.
Oh, I don't know. I like this one.
I haven't really followed that show, so
I like it. I started watching it one night when I was bored up on my TV, and then I started watching it and I liked it, and I thought I've always liked Sam Elliott. That's him and Sean Connery are the best looking old guys I've ever seen in my life.
If you can find the Sam Elliott movie, The Man That Killed Bigfoot and Hitler too. Yeah, that's a good one. So,
dang, I just totally knocked my mic over.
I've made it to Tennessee, in case nobody can tell about the background, and different audio. At least I think it sounds different. It's hard to tell.
I know. Remember, I track you. I know
Well, yeah,
where
you
you're at all times.
But yeah, me and Hellhound got here without incident. We got up, left early-ish, and drove here Saturday morning. And then the whole damn family was here for Super Bowl. So, well, some of them. So, yeah, so it was a good day. The game sucked, but we'll get into that in a little bit. And
I heard it sucked.
if you were a defensive fan, it was a good game because the defenses on both sides really ruled the game. So, and that's what both teams were actually known for, was their defenses. It wasn't their overcoming offense. So, but it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. I enjoyed it, but they are trying so hard in this country to divide us that it's they want us fight. Well, yeah, you're right. It did. They want us fighting over everything from Android to Apple to football teams, baseball teams. They want this country divided. They want it divided for a reason.
I think
I know what the reason is. I think it's that we're still being dominated by these stupid Easton files.
Well, and I think also there's a method to their madness. Remember the guy that went and killed his wife or girlfriend over a football game? Maybe they're figuring that the sports fans will just take everybody else out.
Yeah, well,
who knows?
I don't. Yeah, it is ridiculous how they want this country so divided that we're now working on ways to divide sports fans. And I'm not talking like you like the Cowboys, I like the Redskins, or you like the Braves, and I like the Orioles,
likes the same.
Yankees. It's not that kind of division. That kind of division's fun. That gives you, it's like it's a rivalry.
Yeah.
They're trying to divide us to get us fight. Basically, I feel like they're trying to collapse America. That's my thoughts.
Well, they've been trying to do that for a very long time.
Well, they're not even hiding it anymore. I mean, we have an anti-American halftime in America's sports. Okay, don't get me going. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so if you're tuned in live, it is currently 14:09. Yes,
it's Monday.
I'm having a Monday. So, yes, it's Monday, February 9th. Well, if you're on the East Coast, it is. Or if you're on this side of the world, it's 14:09. 2:09 local. That's Eastern. Denver, 12:09. LA, 11:09. And, well, okay. Anchorage is 10:10. I don't know why I threw that in there. Chicago, 1:10. All right, so there you go. Let's see. Venezuela, we've already taken them over. It's 3:10 tomorrow. And in Greenland, we're going to go take them over because we need something to talk about. Jesus Christ. It's 4:10 in the afternoon today. Our dear friends down in Australia, got it here somewhere. It's 3:10 in the morning in Perth. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in overnight. Sydney, well, you've made it through your Monday, and it's Tuesday morning. Get up and go to work. 6:10 a.m. So, let's see. It's a half moon outside. It wasn't too cold out, so you could actually at least here on the East Coast go out and see the moon, which it's almost a half moon. So, and they're saying it's the last quarter because we're headed to another moon. What's the next moon called, Brenda?
The worm moon.
There you go. We're headed to the worm moon. So.
Yeah.
And where are we at here?
We are
now 14 minutes, 12.4 seconds late, according to the sun.
I was going to say we were 20 minutes behind, but okay.
Well, you know what? New England could use that. They need an extra 15 minutes of football. So I guess that's one way of looking at it. Jesus. All right.
Denise says it's 28 there. They're in a heat wave.
And you're going to get colder. You have a nor'easter coming next week, Denise. So get ready.
Easter's next week? What?
Nor'easter. Winter. a winter storm that goes up the East Coast. So
I was gonna say somebody speeded that shit up real quick.
yeah, no, we're not smart enough for any of those. Let's see, what's popular today? Turkish? No, hell no. Sounding louder, loud, scream, yell, shout. You know these songs that you're singing loud and scream. And that one actually sounds interesting. Physics? No.
Grunge music.
TVs and movies, monster jukebox. We did one of those the other day, didn't we? Yeah, that was what we did Friday. You want to try that one?
Yeah, we can try that one.
Yeah, try it. What the hell?
See where we go.
Oh, Lord, here we go. So, all right. So on one side of the screen, we have the hints. On the other side, we have the answers. Number one, it's oh, Lord. It's Nosferatu late. Nosferatu late. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to run. No werewolf to run. Bigfoot loose. Good Lord. Little white lurch. Have you met my Yeti? Well, no, I haven't. I'm too sexomorph. Sexonomorph. What the hell is that? Monster. Mummy's little helper. Hungry like the werewolf. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And on the right are our choices. Lady Gagozilla. Good Lord. Mothra and the Vampires. Michael Myers Bube. Trolling Stones. Little Bigfoot Town. Rodan. Alien Jackson and Jimmy Buffett. Right said Freddy Krueger. Pennywise Loggins. So Chris says Lady Godzilla is the monster. Yeah, that's monster. Her little monster.
She's a monster anyways.
Down there. Yeah. Yeah, she was even in the Super Bowl yesterday. And sucked at it. Let's see. Hungry like a wolf. Hungry like the werewolf.
Werewolf, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Didn't you have let's see. I forget all the questions every time you do that.
Denise says Mothra and the Vampires was number one. Okay. Oh man, what was it? Was it Rodan? That's Duran, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hungry like the werewolf. So
yeah.
Right said Freddy Krueger. Oh, she says the second one. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Alien Jackson and Jimmy Buffett. Well, let's see. Pennywise Loggins. That's got to be Bigfoot loose. And what did Alien Jack? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right, so that's number 10. Alien Jackson. Right said Freddy, which would be Right said Fred. First was Carole King. Okay, thank you, Denise. Denise is smart at this, so
yeah.
All right, well, Little White Lurch. All right, I don't know that one. Haven't met you yet.
Ouch.
I'm too sexy. That's Right said Fred. I'm too sexy. I got that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mummy's Little Helper. Michael Myers, Bubba, Trolling Stones, Little Bigfoot Town are the only answers left. So we have Little White Lurch. Trolling Stones is Mummy's Little Helper, according to Chris. All right. And so we're down to Little White Lurch and Haven't Met You Eddie. So we got Michael Myers and Little Bigfoot Town are the two. So which was Michael Myers?
Okay, what are the two questions that are left?
Little White Lurch. Haven't Met You Yeti.
And let's see, what are the answers?
Little Bigfoot Town and Michael
Haven't
Myers.
Met You Yeti might be the Little Bigfoot Town.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Michael Myers Bubble. So Little White Lurch, Michael Myers Bubble. Well, we only got one place left to put it. So we feeling good about this? Is the chat feeling good about this?
I guess.
All right. Well, most people getting 5 out of 10. So let's see how we did. It's Nosferatu late. We answered Carole King Kong. It's Too Late by Carole King was released in 1971, reached number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 Adult Contemporary in the U.S. Cashbox. Never heard of that one. 73% of people got that right. No Werewolf to Run. We answered Mothras and the Vampires. And Nowhere to Run was Martha and the Vandellas, released in 1965. Okay. It was in Good Morning Vietnam. Yeah, I remember Bringing Out the Dead. Yeah. Mothra is a giant moth featured in Japanese monster films. Mothra. So paired with Godzilla. I love Mothra is one of my favorite monsters.
Yeah.
Bigfoot Loose. We got that one right. Oh, we got 2 wrong, I see. Footloose.
Yeah, the last 2 probably.
Loggins was released in 84. Yeah. Oh, Denise says flip them. Huh, too late now, Denise. We screwed it up. Footloose. And of course, we know who Bigfoot is. All right. So Little White Lurch should be Little White Church. The correct answer was Little Bigfoot Town. We put Michael Myers. So Little White Church was released in 2010 by Little Big Band. Little Big Town. Good Lord. So Lurch was on The Addams Family. Haven't Met You Yeti. Well, the answer was Michael Myers Bublé. And Haven't Met You Yet was by Michael Bublé. There we go. Released in 2009. Now, I don't remember that one at all. So
no, me neither.
Yeah. And of course, we know Michael Myers is the killer in Halloween. I'm Too Sexnomorph. Good Lord. We put Right Said Freddy Krueger, and that was right. I'm Too Sexy by English pop band Right Said Fred in 1991. God, that seems like yesterday. In Xenomorphs are monster creatures in the Alien films. Freddy Krueger is the killer in Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay. Monster, we submitted Lady Gagadzilla, and that's correct. Monster by Lady Gaga was released in 2009, and she talks about her little monsters. Yeah. Mummy's Little Helper is Mother's Little Helpers. We put Rolling Stones by English rock band Rolling Stones, 1966. The Mummies was released in 1932, starring Boris Karloff. Hungry Like the Werewolf, we put Rodan because Hungry Like the Wolf is Duran, released in 1982 on the Billboard Top 100. It made it all the way to number 3. So, and let's see what else we got here. Godzilla, of course, we know who Godzilla and a werewolf are. So it's 5 O'Clock Somewhere. Alan Jackson, Jimmy Buffett. So Hot Country 100. 2003. Gosh, it seems like yesterday. He was supposed to be what the movie called a 20 million year old species in Schlachtorpus. I have no idea what the hell that was.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I don't either at the time. I think I'm this story. All right, well, we made 8 out of 10. That wasn't too bad. You want to do one more? Or
Denise and Chris did good. Yay.
Yeah, they did. So you want to do one more? Or
maybe I have a different one if you want.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
This one. We got to get away from this one. What do we got on here again?
Well, this one we have pop music, movies, geography, science, computers, literature, classical music, history, television, sports, languages, and miscellaneous.
Either pick music or pick television. One of the two.
All right. Well, let's do television.
Yeah, because we're gonna have enough shit to talk about with sports when we get into the news.
Yeah.
I can only take so much.
Yeah.
Before I throw things.
All right. No, Lord. TV series and fictional lawyers, TV series and wars, TV show with a waitress and bartender. We could probably do that one, don't you think?
Probably.
Yeah, let's try it. What the hell? Can you pick the fictional bartenders or waitresses that appear in these American TV series? Well, let's give it a whirl. So, all right. Which of these is a reoccurring former fictional bartender or waitress in the TV series Friends? Well,
Rachel.
we can see this one. So
Rachel.
it's Rachel. All right. You got it right. You were right on it, so I pushed it. Friday Night Lights. Which of these is a recurring former fictional bartender in this TV series? Friday Night Lights. Woody? No. Buddy? Coach Ernie Pantiso? Or Al Swearigan? I think that's the coach, isn't it? I think.
I know Coach is also in Cheers, so.
Oh, that's right.
Called Coach.
That's right. We might have to do a quiz on this because he says Buddy Garrity. And Denise says Buddy Garrity.
Okay,
so
we'll go that one then. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I would have got that wrong. All right. Which of these is a recurring former fictional waitress or bartender in Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Oh, shit. The one show I never watched.
Steve Brady, Willie the Snitch, Gunnan, and Woody Boyd. All right. So we can rule Woody out. Willie? Is it Willie?
Would you say Willie the Snitch, maybe?
Willie the Snitch.
Sounds like it would go on that show.
Gunnan, Guinan. I don't know how you would say that.
Wait.
Or Steve Brady.
That's the one that Denise picked.
Which one? Gunnan? Or did she say Willie? It's not showing up here on me yet. Well, no. Chris has no idea.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but Willie the Snitch sounds like something that would be on that show. So
I don't know. I'm leaning towards Guinan. This becomes the name. Yeah, there you go.
Guinan.
All right, let's try that one. Denise doesn't know, I don't guess. And so, no, you were right.
See,
Willie.
I was right.
Yeah. All right, Deadwood. Here you go. Here you go, okay. Deadwood. I think you watched this one. Willie the Snitch, Frank Santorelli, Steve Brady, or Al Swearigan. Deadwood.
Ooh.
Willie the Snitch, Frank Santorelli, Steve Brady, or Al Swearigan. Denise knows this one, right? Oh, she says it's Willie.
We just had Willie on the other one.
But did we pick Willie, right?
We didn't pick Willie. I told you it was Willie, but you didn't pick Willie.
Well, maybe Willie was also in Deadwood. I don't know. Willie the Snitch. Hold on, let me move this closer.
Either Al.
Willie the Snitch, Steve Brady, or Frank Santorelli, or Al Swearigan. I got no clue. Denise says Willie, so I think I'm going with Willie.
Okay.
You seem to be vacillating.
I am, because I think that it's a toss up between Al and Frank. So, but go ahead. Pick Willie. Pick Willie.
Really? Nope, it was Al.
See, I was hard on Al. I thought, oh.
Yeah. All right. Cheers. Sam Malone, Butchie, Sarah Braverman, and Deborah Reynolds. Now, see, it's a reoccurring, so I guess it would be Sam.
Yeah. But I mean, there was so many of them, but yeah, okay. Pick Sam.
Yeah, I'm going with Sam.
Yeah.
He was my hero. He was in the Dunkin' Donuts commercial last night. The Wire. Is it Joe, Butchie, Buddy Garrity, or Steve Brady? I can't get this thing set.
Joe?
I don't know. I never watched The Wire, so maybe I wasn't good at this one. Joe, Butchie, Buddy, or Steve?
Maybe it's Buddy.
Want to go with Buddy? Anybody else? Anybody else? All right. Well, nobody in the chat's jumping up. So
I've only seen a couple of those, so I don't remember if it was Joe or Buddy. I remember it was only like a one name person. So
One name person would be Joe.
Chris wants to know if he can pick Steve Brady. He'd probably have a better career. He would probably have a better career.
Yeah. Denise says Butchie. We'll go with
Denise says
Denise.
Butchie. Okay.
Yep. And Denise was right, as always. She's
Woohoo.
all right. Well, this one's pretty simple. The Simpsons. Is it Mo Schleslak, Quark, Carl McLaurin, or Isaac Washington? It's got to be Mo.
You can say Mo. Yeah.
I said Mo. All right. Number 8, Alice. Is it Kelly Kapowinski, Rebecca Howe, Sarah Braverman, or Florence Jean Castleberry?
Well,
Ooh.
no, wait a minute. Did they have a bar in there?
Well,
I don't remember.
She could be a
Alice.
waitress. She could be a waitress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
bartender or waitress. So,
well, there's 2 of them
Florence
in here that
Jean
were
Castleberry.
waitresses.
Well, but from
So-
Alice.
Oh, well, Flo.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I thought-
Flo.
I thought I heard you say Alice, but okay.
Flo,
Flo.
kiss my grits. That's right. I was
Yeah.
I was trying to think of her catchphrase. That's right. The Love Boat. Oh God. Frank Sarin Santorelli, Sam Malone, Isaac Washington, or Butchie.
Isaac.
Isn't this one Isaac? I think this was
Isaac.
Isaac. Yeah. All right. The last one. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Adriana La Severna, Arlene Fowler Belfleur, Diane Chambers, or Deandra Reynolds. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Man, I don't remember a bartender or waitress right off of that.
I know it's not Chambers.
I'm pretty sure it's not Reynolds. Pretty sure it's not Deandra Reynolds, but so it leaves us with Adriana La Serva, Arlene Fowler Belfleur, Diane Chambers, or
Well,
Deandra
okay.
Reynolds.
Let's do what did you say? We had Alexander.
Alexandra La
Okay,
Serva.
well, that seems to be the only name that we can pronounce.
All right, well, we'll go with Adrian La Serva. And it was Deandra Reynolds. Okay, well.
Well, you said it wasn't Sandra, so that's okay. We got to see.
Yeah, we got to see. We'll move on.
We still got passing grades. We'll be all right.
I was on a paramedic refresher.
I know, right?
Test and it come up and said, you scored 35. I'm like, oh, shit.
Hey, you need to yell at everybody.
Passed. How the hell did I pass with a 35?
Glenn, you need to yell at everybody in your house and tell them not to be using the Wi-Fi right now. You kind of cut out.
Oh, well, good luck with that. So
just throw something down the stairs and yell, damn it.
Good luck with that. Why do bees have sticky hair, Brenda? Why do bees have sticky hair?
Well,
it's how they collect the pollen.
Yeah.
But I know that's not going to be the answer with this.
Oh, no, because this guy's dumb. He's dumber than we are.
Because they use honeycombs. Get it? Why do they have sticky hair?
He's been hanging out in a kindergarten class, hasn't he?
All right. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. Quote.
Yeah, I have a shirt that says that.
Yeah, never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups.
I love that.
True.
I have a shirt that says that, and I like to wear it when I go to Walmart. Yeah.
All right. Well, February 9th holidays. Today is the feast day of Saint Apollina, patron saint of dentists and people with toothaches, after having her teeth beaten out of her for refusing to renounce her faith. She leapt to her death death in a fire. What? Paint is
Yeah.
patron saint of dentists is the Saint Paulina. She had her teeth beat out for refusing to renounce her faith, not face. And so she leapt to her death in a fire. I almost need to know more about this. Who was trying to beat her to renounce her faith? That was my first question. And how the hell high did she jump? I mean, what a horrible way to go. Oh my gosh.
Apparently it was high enough that she fell and she didn't make it. So
Well, but she jumped into fire. So what? I almost need to know more about her because. And why do dentists have a saint? They are the ones that torture you. So.
all right.
All right, Chris, I'm going to let you homework that one for me. Patron saint of dentists is Saint Paulina. So either that or remind me, and I'll do it later. So what happened on this day, February 9th? Well, in 1979, the Warriors came out to play when the film The Warriors opens in the U.S., resulting in sporadic outbreaks of violence and killing involving 3 moviegoers on their way to or from the show. 200 theaters across the United States added security personnel. Wow. It would receive an X rating in France for inciting violence. I don't remember this. Do you remember this, Brenda?
No, I do not.
Wow. It made $4 million and it earned $22.5.
The Warriors? Yes,
Yeah, the
actually,
Warriors.
I do remember that.
I don't remember there being violence at it. So
Oh, what they called violence back then. They would take a pipe and slap it in their hands, kick over garbage cans.
Apparently, they beat somebody with it because 3 people got
All
killed.
right.
So. All right. I don't remember the violence, but all right. The Beatles, this day in 1964, they were on the Ed Sullivan. It was their first appearance. So it was watched by 73.7 million people. Wow. Also had Future Monkeys member Davy Jones. Okay. The first U.S. federal narcotics prohibition. This day in 1909, the importation and smoking of opium is banned by the Opium Exclusion Act of 1909. It did not ban the use of opium, only the smoking and the importation of it. Chinese immigrants were the primary smokers of opium. While it was a common medicine used by Americans at the time. So, wow, I can't imagine smoking it. It's powerful enough when you use it as a med. So
that's what they do with it. That's how most of them consume it. They smoke it.
I can honestly say I don't think I have ever run a call for someone smoking opium. I mean, I got little knowledge on that one. So this day in 1875, the Hoosac Tunnel in Massachusetts is opened. It's the longest U.S. railroad tunnel until 1927, 4.75 miles, 7.64 kilometers, began in 1851. So they began on 1851, and in 1875 it opened. 193 workers were killed during the construction, earning it the name the Bloody Pit. The first practical use of the newly discovered explosive nitroglycerin. So, and Hoosac is Alleghenian for the word meaning place of stones. So, I understand Trump is going to have it renamed in his honor. So, there you go.
Oh, good God.
This day in 1864, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln poses for the picture that now appears on the $5 bill in 1864 on this date. All right. And somebody sent me something the other day, and I'm not one of these people. You probably believe this, but supposedly some of these actors, sports celebrities, politicians have been here for hundreds of years.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Abraham Lincoln is now supposed to be Clint Eastwood.
Now that one I'm not buying, but
well, I mean, they put the two pictures side by side and kept moving them left, right, and I was like, "Oh, damn, that is uncanny." So, yeah,
I think that they had. I think that they've had access to cloning for a long time.
Well, this day in 1825, Jackson wins the vote but loses the presidency. The U.S. House of Representatives chose John Quincy Adams as president, even though Andrew Jackson had defeated Adams in both the electoral and the popular.
Oh, you want to talk about an unfair election?
Had won 99 electoral votes, which was 41.3%, 36% of the popular, versus Adams, who won 84 with 30.92% of the popular vote. Since they didn't have a required majority, the election was turned over to the House of Representatives as per the 12th Amendment, and they chose Adams, making him president. This infuriated Jackson's supporters since he had won both the electoral and popular.
And did they go beat up the House of Representatives? Because they should have. I mean, the people are the ones who have the majority vote, and that's what you were supposed to do. Who is the House of Representatives? Excuse me. Yeah, they sit on their ass and get paid for nothing. It doesn't matter.
Well, I wonder if the 12th Amendment is still a thing. Jeez. And here's another one. Andrew Jackson is supposed to be Jeffrey Epstein today. I don't know. This is out there.
I've seen more of that than Eastwood, but you know.
Yeah. Chris says, let's see here. Let me go down here. Chris says, hold on. Well, we must have missed the previous one here. Or did it go out of order? Hold on, because.
Hi, sure.
Oh, I don't know. All right. So Chris says they lit a large fire and threatened to throw her in it if she did not curse her God. And she was considering their request. Instead, she jumped willingly into the flames. Holy cow. So,
yeah.
Wow. And the mob, I guess, that caught her beat her. Wow. Biblical solar eclipse. This day in 784, according to the Bible in Amos 8:9, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Jehovah, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and it will darken the earth clear in the clear day. Some scholars believe that event corresponds with the eclipse of 784, which would have appeared as a total eclipse in Jerusalem. So others put it as a corresponding solar eclipses where the moon and the sun pass together, casting the shadow upon earth in 763. So it's either 763 or 784. So interesting.
One or the other.
Paul McCartney and what's that?
One or the other.
Yeah. Well, they can't. There's a lot of things in biblical history they can't nail an exact date down because, well, they weren't too good at typing stuff into their computer back then. So, Paul McCartney and Wings. This day in 1972, ex-Beatle Paul McCartney and his new group make their debut performance at the Nottingham University. 1950 on this day, Senator Joseph McCarthy launches his anti-red campaign when he addresses the Republican Women's Club, telling them that members of the Communist Party are working in the State Department. The term McCarthyism refers to the McCarthy practices of reckless and unsubstantiated accusation, as well as public attacks on the character and patriotism of political opponents. Okay. He was eventually censored in 1954. Only took 4 years. This day in 1950, Californium is first synthesized at the University of California Radiation Laboratory, Berkeley, by physics researcher Stan Gerald Thompson. Good Lord. An atom at atomic number 98 and mass number of 251. It's the second highest atomic mass of all the elements. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
I don't even know what that means. But what's up with the big guy with the big head on the monkey thing? How old is that?
That is 1926. The teaching of Darwin theories of evolution in public schools is banned by the Atlanta Board of Education this day in 1926. And hey, just last week, President Trump put the Obamas on. Well, never mind.
Yeah, well, what the hell?
Yeah, well, we got a story about that too. The U.S. National Weather Service is established this day by separating a division of the U.S. Army in 1870. So the U.S. Army used to control everything, and well, now so much they just are soldiers. Well, more than soldiers.
They control a lot. We just don't know.
Well, no, it's divided up amongst them all. Hello, Sherry, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention you. No, it's just, the Army used to be the Air Force. The Army used to do.
Oh, you mean like
the Army used
separate
to have
branches?
control of everything, and now it's divided up. So
yeah, in branches. Yep.
That's right. This day in 1865, General Robert E. Lee assumes command of the Confederate armies. This day in 1861, Jefferson Davis is unanimously elected provisional president of the Confederate States. Okay. The American Revolution. This day in 1775, the British Parliament declares that the Massachusetts colony is in a state of rebellion. Well, they've just further west, and it's Minnesota now. 1690 on this date, French and Indian forces burn Challendicky, New York, in King William's War. Oh, that wasn't very nice of them. Let's see. Birthdays today. Carole King, an American Grammy-winning singer. Was she the one that sung "You Light Up My Life"? No, who was that? No, It's Too Late. Okay. Barry Mann, this day in 1939, he was teamed with his wife Carolyn. Over 150 million copies have been sold on Broadway. You've Lost the Lovin' Feeling. Wow, that goes back to 1939. Wow.
Good God. Nuh-uh.
The Texas Troubadour. Hey, I'm just reading the history here. Don't
wow.
Me. The Texas Troubadour, American Country Music Hall of Famer known as the Texas Troubadour. I'm Walking the Floor Over You. 1942. Wow. Ernest Tubb, the Texas Troubadour. That is 1942?
Yeah.
Wow. We are old.
Shut up.
William Henry Harrison, this day in 1773, the 9th U.S. president. If somebody had asked me who's the 9th U.S. president.
Oh, you asked who sang "You Light Up My Life"? That was Debbie Boone.
Ah, okay. Well, all right. So, yeah, if somebody had asked me who's the 9th president of the United States, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. He died of pneumonia 31 days into his office. So he was only president.
We don't know him.
Yeah, 31 days. So
he was a seat warmer for a little bit. That's all.
3 weeks after his inauguration, he became sick with a cold. They tried several cures, such as opium and leeches. He died 9 days later. Jesus.
That would happen to one of us if we ran for president. We'd be sitting in the Oval Office 10 minutes after inauguration and fall over on the desk.
Wait a minute. I want to go back to this here. So 3 weeks into his office, 9 days after taking office, he passes away. And the best medical technology at the time is they got him high with opium and put leeches on him.
What the hell did he die from?
It says a cold. So
a cold. Leeches on a cold.
Hey, at least he went out high. That's my only hope. So
Chris says, trust the science.
Well, so have we really gotten that much better? Here, let me jab this in your arm. You won't get sick. Oh,
This
shit.
is
We just
true.
killed half the population.
This is true. Where's Fauci during this? Was he alive too back then?
Maybe we need to go look William Henry Harrison's doppelganger up and see if he looks
I
like
know,
Fauci.
right?
You know, now that you say that, I'm looking at that going, huh.
He has leech marks.
He went out high covered in leeches.
I mean, I don't
What
want
a
to laugh
country we
about
live in.
I don't want to laugh over somebody passed away, but damn, really?
What a country we live in. We get our president high and drop him in Nevada leeches. So.
Damn.
That was in 1841. That was what
Wow.
a long time ago. But damn, Judith Light today, 1949 is her birthday. One Life to Live. She was an actress. Mia Farrow, she was an actress, born this day in 1945. Yeah. Yeah, Chris, I'm really looking at that going, could that be Fauci? Could that be why he's so pissed off at us? Because they tried
Mother
to kill him.
Teresa. Mother Teresa looks just like Fauci.
I don't know. I'm going with that's William Henry Harrison, and they didn't really kill him. They just got him out of office, and he's so pissed off they come back and get us.
Fauci's face looks like a mouse. That guy's face is too long.
I don't know. I'd have to get a close look, but I can see a resemblance there. Color Purple. Alice Walker, born this day in 1944. She was an American Pulitzer Prize winning author, the womanist, writing The Color of Purple, 1982. She was the first African American woman to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction. Joe Pesci, he was born this day in 1943, Raging Bull, Once Upon a Time in America, but he will always be known for Home Alone, and of course, My Cousin Vinny. Roger Mudd, what's that?
There's a guy on that one LCU that I watch, and his name is Joe Pesci, and he wears sunglasses a lot, and he's a little guy, sounds just like him, and I'm suspicious.
Well, Joe's still alive according to this. Roger Mudd, American TV winning newscaster, born this day in 1928. Katherine Grayson, star of MGM musicals in the 40s and 50s, Showboat and Kiss Me Kate. Heather Angel, born this day in 1909, British actor from Family Affair. She was Miss Haversham. No, not Haversham, Faversham. Miss Faversham. The Brazilian bombshell, Carmen Miranda, born this day in 1909, Portuguese-born Brazilian dancer. She was known as the Brazilian bombshell, known for her fruit-bearing headgear, not her tatas. She also experienced a famous wardrobe malfunction that exposed her public area. Oh.
Whoops.
Chris says, how do they not put Goodfellas on that? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, Honorius II, born this day in 1060. He was a religious leader. He was the 163rd Pope. So in 1060, they've already went through 163 popes.
Oh, well, that's a very old coin.
Yeah. So, let's see. We're not going to do that. We'll see. What else do we got here? The Benin pendant mask. Okay, what is that? The 1897 invasion of Benin City by British expeditionary forces. They burned the city and looted the Nigerian kingdom. Oh, that was nice of them.
It looks like a young Medusa.
Yeah. Japanese torpedoes launch a surprise attack on Russian ships at Port Arthur in Manchuria, beginning the Russian-Japanese War. Oh, okay. That was in
Chris says 1060. The Pope had a face.
That's right, Chris. That's right. Today in show, we talked about that. The first ever recorded horse race in England is today in 1540. So,
All right.
let's see. William Morgan presents his new sport, mignonette, at the Springfield College in Massachusetts, and was later renamed volleyball. I love volleyball, but I still haven't figured out how the hell they keep score. So,
Oh, for God's sakes. I'll
let's
explain it
see.
to you later.
I mean, I know how they keep score, but well, never mind. It's like soccer. I can't figure soccer out. So,
Oh my God.
1960 on this day, Adolf Coors is kidnapped. Hey, history's repeating
I
itself.
remember that.
Grandson of Adolf Coors, the heir to the Coors Brewing Company. He was his remains were found in Colorado about 7 months later. Police traced a car that had witnesses had seen at the time of the kidnapping. Okay. They were initially being protested, I guess, by the public for being innocent, but they were later found guilty. So
I remember hearing about that and something else. There was someone else got killed. Holy crap! Where did you get a picture of me, my mom, and my grandmother?
Well, it's Ted Bundy. He's marrying Carol Ann Boone on this day.
No, I was just kidding.
Hey Min Lin, this day in 1999, the body of 18-year-old Hey Min Lee is discovered in Lincoln Park in West Baltimore, Maryland. His ex-boyfriend, Adan Saneeb, was found guilty of murder. Okay. Let's see. Mara Murray on this day in 2004 disappears after crashing her car on Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire. She hadn't told anybody where she was going. She had lied to her professors about a death in the family before withdrawing almost all of her money she had in her bank. She remains missing, and some believe that she ran away. Others suspect she became a victim of foul play. I haven't heard that case. Sounds like one you and Chad need to. Sherry says, I played volleyball in school. Fun games. They have refs that kept the score. So, well, we also got a story about volleyball. I can tie it all together today. So there you go. I've not heard of that disappearance. There's one for you to investigate. Mara Murray, 2004. Let's see. Talked about the Beatles. Talked about how Congress just said, nah, you're president. So, 1971, a magnitude 6.6 earthquake, San Fernando Valley killed 65 today on this day in 1971. So, 1986, Halley's Comet made its closest pass by Earth since 1910. And we will not see it again until 2061. So, and this day in 2009, A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, admitted to taking performance-enhancing drugs. Wow.
They had him back that long?
Yeah, oh yeah. 2021, the Senate moved ahead with the second impeachment of trial of former president. Why are they saying former? Isn't he currently the president?
I guess.
It's Bagel and Lox Day. What is a lox?
It's a fish that goes with the
fish.
They put it in a cream cheese spread.
Okay, well, all right. I like bagels, so I don't know that I've ever had a lox. National Rehydration Day. Yeah, I can see that. Monday after the big game, too many people drinking beer. A lot of people in New England were drinking.
Get you some water, drunk asses.
Yeah, there you go. And speaking of water, I got my cup right here. National Football Hangover Day, the day after the big game.
There you go.
The news is hungover. I'm past it already. So, but you know what, Brenda? My Washington Commanders and Tennessee Titans are now undefeated for next season. So there you go.
You mean until next season?
Yeah, well, yeah. National Clean Out Your Computer Day is today. So get all that porn off your computer. National Cut the Cord Day. What does that mean? You go streaming? Is that, or do you turn it off? What is?
You take your porn off and you get so mad you cut your wire to your computer? Is
I
that
don't
it?
know. Why would you cut the
Maybe.
cord?
I don't
I'm
know.
not cutting
Maybe it's
anything.
having a baby.
I don't know. No.
Yeah, you got to cut the cord when you have a baby.
Okay, you're going to make me look at this, aren't you?
See, look, there
Free
it
from
is.
expensive cable bills. So, okay, so they're saying get rid of cable and go to streaming. There you go.
Okay.
It's National Pizza Day. It's National Toothache Day. I celebrated that one early, so I celebrated that one last week. So, let's see. It's Clean Out Your Computer Day. No, that's Wednesday. What the hell? It's already skipped ahead. There's so few things today. They just went ahead to the next day. No, there we go. It's Chocolate Day. Hey, maybe I can talk Mom into making chocolate chip cookies. I don't know what the hell Guilan Mabsant is.
Say it a little louder.
Day. What's that?
Say it a little louder. She'll hear you. Maybe I can talk Mom into making chocolate chip cookies today.
She's listening.
Oh.
National Develop Alternative Vices Day. National Poop Day. Why do we?
Speaking of which,
Poop has a day, and I don't have a day. How is this possible? Oatmeal Monday. Read in the bathtub day. Yeah, go plug in your iPad. Jump in the bathtub.
Eat oatmeal, jump in the bathtub. It'll move you, and then you can get up and poop all in one day. And
Sick of Food Waste Day. So, Saint Moran Day. Okay, all right, there you go. That's another saint day. Let's see. We've talked about Develop Alternative Vices Day. Football hangover. I am kind of hungover with it. I'm glad it's over with, but I didn't get into much of the festivities this week for Super Bowl Sunday. Well, for the whole week. So
yeah, you're at your mom's. You couldn't sit around in your underwear with your number one thing on your
hand. I can't do that at home. I can't do that at home. What are you talking about? So, the 40th day of 2027, 2026, and the 51st day of winter. Lord, we've covered most of this stuff. All right, let's move on here. Let's see what other shenanigans we got to talk about. We're almost on time today. That's a shame, because I'm going to screw that up early. Live updates from AP. Janine, is it Ghislaine Maxwell avoids answering questions in the House deposition.
Yep, she pleaded the fifth.
Oh, well, okay. She played the fifth. All right, well, good for her. Fact. Oh, this is going to come up. Did you see? Well, you didn't watch the Super Bowl, did you? And you probably didn't watch the halftime either. They had a section in there where Bad Bunny presented his Grammy to a 5-year-old, and they were saying that it was the boy that was detained in ICE. And
no,
it was not the boy that was detained in ICE, because he's still in custody. So there, bite it.
What a bunch of what? They have politicalized football for the last damn time. Y'all go away.
We'll see. Here we go. The feds say they aren't trying to rush the 5-year-old Liam and his father out of the U.S. because a court order has been established that they cannot be tried. They got to go through a process or something. I don't know. So, but they say that the U.S. is trying to get them out of here quickly. So I don't believe it. Let's see. Vance is visiting Armenia and Azerbaijan, seeking to advance the Trump peace effort. So, let's see. Mexico echoes Bad Bunny's Super Bowl message about American unity. That's because they want it to be one American continent, all Canada, all the way down. Yeah. There. So, yeah. We'll talk about this. U.S. military. Then we wouldn't have needs for borders if we did that. So, U.S. military in in the Indian Ocean has got another boat. We'll talk about that one. Janine took the fifth. ACLU officials say masked patrols in the streets are meant to terrify. Who are they terrifying? The bad guys? Oh, Jesus. All right, so.
I put myself out of my own misery.
Democrats and Republicans are divided over masks. Yeah. First thing I said when they were showing it, I said, "Oh, they found all the hoes in San Francisco." Yeah, I'll be pissing people off. Trump calls Super Bowl halftime show a slap in the face to America, and it was. It was. So,
Yep.
Let's see.
They had. I don't understand because they had Bad Bunny planned, and then they niched it and threw it in the garbage, and then they were going to get somebody else, and then they did it and had him come back.
Yeah, that was fake news. So they wanted the press. So the Nancy Guthrie search is now entering its second week, and apparently there is a deadline looming for a ransom. So my question is, can
Bad Bunny give them some kind of Emmy or something to get her back?
Here is the thing. They took the 84-year-old mother from Arizona.
Yeah.
She lived in I won't call it a desert, but she lived in a area where she had a large swath of property and the neighbors weren't very close.
Right.
And there's only a short video that can be seen from Ring. Now, I'm just going to throw some things out there. Here's kind of my take on this. First off, why did they get the mother instead of getting the Today Show co-host Savannah? That's my first question. But let's look at a bigger picture here. If they weren't going for Savannah, they were just going to make a statement. So it had to be a clean professional thing because it would have taken multiple people to get an elderly woman who couldn't move without assistance out of the house and to leave no traces, no fingerprints, no tire tracks, just a short Ring video. So this to me just reeks of it's a professional. If they took her to make a statement, who are they trying to make a statement to? Well, news always has a way of telling you things without telling you things. So it doesn't appear that they were targeting Savannah, but who is Savannah married to?
Oh, no,
her husband is in bed with the Clintons, and the Clintons are set to appear where? In Congress in relation to the Eastine files. And Bill, at least at one point, according to some reported sources, was basically going to give up the deeds. So who are they trying to get to? What a better way to shut up somebody than get the wife's family member in a professional. I don't know. I haven't followed this a whole lot, but I don't think this has anything to do with the 84-year-old woman or Savannah. I think this has to do with something else because it was too because let's look at it. If a gang of just people came in there that weren't basically trained to do this type of thing, there'd be overturned furniture. There'd be sloppy video. There'd be tire tracks. There'd be, all kinds of stuff.
When I first heard this story, the first thing I thought of, because, I worked at a nursing home in Arizona and a lot of our patients would kind of wander off. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't figure out why they were not looking around the property.
Well, they have been.
I know they did now, but
they even pulled her septic tank. So.
Oh, God.
Nobody's really Christmas.
And then I thought maybe it was some kind of land grab, maybe there was a land grab involved in it. But now that you say that about what's her name's husband, it's like, oh, you might be onto something, buddy.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Fact check me. See if I'm right. But that's just from what little bit of homework. I think because as I've been doing these news shows for about a year now, I've determined the news will tell you something without telling you something. And sometimes it's a look over here, don't look there. And then, so I don't know. There was some kind of, it was a professional job, in my opinion. But
yeah.
And catch up in the comments here. What's that?
Butch Jack says that he seen an article yesterday that possibly the cartel took her. Well,
Could be.
but the cartel worked for a lot of our politicians.
Yeah. So it could have been. So let's see. Let me catch up in the chat here. What do we have? Chris says, "How can Sick of Food Waste Day be National Poop Day?" Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Nice of him to pause grabbing his crotch and having dancers twerking to give a child an award. Denise says, "Who canceled at the last minute yesterday?" I'm not sure what she's talking about there.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about Bad Bunny canceled at the last minute. When they first said he put him in there long ago, when they said they were going to have him, they had talked about canceling it because a lot of people didn't like it, but then they did it anyways. So, yeah.
Says, nobody is really talking about the fact that guys in the Internet Crimes Against Children unit brought their Celebrite box to instantly download all the electronic devices to immediately process. Not sure what he meant there, but okay. So Chris Butch talks about the cartel. Let's see. Chris says Savannah was one who interviewed Virginia on TV too. Sherry says a friend was saying that she thinks it's a family member had her taken because they were not in the will. Well, I mean, there's all kinds of theories out there, so I don't know. Well, I guess we're going to have to wait this one out, but the ransom is coming up due in Bitcoin, according to some sources. So,
oh my gosh, it was Elon Musk. No, just kidding.
But we hope that she's found and returned. And that here's my other thing that makes me think that it could have something to do with all that E. Stein stuff. One of the first people to jump in and offer resources was who?
I don't know.
President Trump. He sent Kash Patel directly out there. All right. And remember how he's always giving reporters shit? She was one of the ones that really berated him, the Savannah. So why is he so friendly to her?
Maybe he's trying to show her that he's a nice guy. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to look at every aspect.
Go back to the trust no one. So,
True.
According to Reuters, U.S. forces have boarded a Venezuelan-linked oil tanker in the Indian Ocean without incident. So they took a crude oil tanker from the Indian Ocean after pursuing it since the Caribbean, according to SecDef Pete Hegseth. So we've grabbed another one. So what is that? We've blown up like 6 and grabbed like 8 or something like that.
Why? Why?
Yeah. So, well, because we don't want Venezuela giving their oil to Russia, China, or Cuba. So, and yesterday, U.S. has ordered vessels to steer clear of the Strait of Hormuz after Iran has threatened a massacre. So let's translate this down to what this means for you and me. Gas prices are about to go through the roof. So, because there's going to be less coming out of the Gulf, and it's going to take a longer path to get to us. So,
not if they take it from Russia. I mean, from Russia, from Texas
or Venezuela. So, I don't know. We'll see. But the U.S. has ordered commercial vessels transitioning the Strait of Hormuz because of the escalating tensions to not go that way. So they're calling it a maritime security situation. So they want them to go to different routes. So to keep freedom of navigation and the free flow of commerce, and of course, protect U.S. vessels, personnel, and interests. So that was from the U.S. Department of Transportation. So I wonder if we're going to go back. Was that movie with Tom Hanks where they had to protect the merchant marines during the war? Wonder if we're gonna have to go back to that, having the Navy do this. So Chris says, put the oil in those 200-mile-an-hour fishing boats. Exactly. So how many fish do you catch going 200 miles an hour? Well,
Yeah. Good luck.
I paid $250 one time to go down and get a Bass Tour Pro a tournament player to give me a guide on some of the pristine lakes inside of Walt Disney World, because you can't just go fish on them. So I paid all this money to ESPN, Bass Pro, to have this guy. The only goddamn bass I caught is when we were going from spot to spot, and I snagged one.
Oh my gosh.
That was $250, but I was so disappointed. I couldn't get my money back.
I could have taken you to a fishing hole to go show you what spots to use. It wouldn't cost you anything.
I thought I was going to get more out of it than I did. I thought that they were going to teach me, Bass Pro fishing
That's what
secrets.
you get for thinking.
I mean, this is like 20 years ago, maybe.
Whoa.
I don't know. So
You've
time.
gotten smarter in 20 years now.
Well, I mean, I was really into fishing at that time. So, I mean, it was a big thing to me. It was a big deal. So, but yeah, so now I don't fish anymore. So, Sherry says gas prices always go up when spring comes. So, and it's a different story. So, yeah, one of the reasons it goes up is like cities like Atlanta, where we have to have a special fuel mixture. It always goes up. She's right. So,
oh, Atlanta's screwing you guys. You don't have to have no special nothing. They lie.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's Atlanta. Well, it's not just Atlanta. It's if your population is over a certain size. So Washington D.C. does it.
And Texas is a small state.
No, didn't say state. I said city. So
yeah,
if your city's population is over X, you have to have that due to some stupid rule. I don't know.
We did away with the yearly inspections that you have to have every year.
At Georgia, all you got to do is just go pay your fee. You have to have the emissions inspected. Now in Virginia, you have to go through emissions and safety check and all that. So Tennessee, slap some duct tape on it and put some diesel in it; it'll burn. So
we did away with all of that. We don't have to do that every year now.
Yeah, all we got to do is get emissions inspection and pay the yearly fee.
Which pissed off the admissions people, because that's like $60 per vehicle that they lost every year. I
think the most ours is like $25, but I mean that's like the highest. Yeah, it was like the highest they could. I think that's the maximum they can charge. But what happens is you'll get like 4 on one corner, and one will go to 20, and the other will go to 18, another one will go to 15, and before you know it, it's like $10. So.
Well, out here we don't have a lot of places that do it. So if you gotta go to one, there's one in the area, so they can charge whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, now here in. There in Georgia. Anyhow, Air Canada has suspended Cuban flights because of airport fuel shortage. Air Canada said it is suspending services on Monday due to a lack of guaranteed fuel supply at airports in the country. So, and that's because the U.S. is tightening the screws on Cuba. We're not allowing to have any oil from Venezuela, and we're basically blockading them. So there is no aviation fuel. And so the flights are stopping. So once the flights stop, the next thing you'll start seeing is, hunger shortages. Watch for that to be a thing here in the news soon. So because they aren't able to get anything in, and it's an island. They can only produce so much. And we know their leaders keep it to themselves. So that'll be the next thing.
Bunch of assholes.
Here you go, Brenda. Here's the one that's going to get you all upset today. According to Trump's biographer, the president, and I'm going to quote, was off his meds, his medications, when he went on the rant, posting the racist Obama video. Biographer Michael Wolff claims that White House insiders have told him that Trump was off his meds when he posted the controversial video depicting the Obamas which sparked nationwide outrage, actually sparked worldwide. So,
Everything he does,
what's that?
everything he does sparks an outrage.
No.
That has nothing to do with meds.
So, yeah, he's apparently off his meds.
Yeah, okay. What kind of
staff
meds
members, they said when he
takes?
posted the racist video that they told the Daily Beast and the autobiographer that
Whoa.
he was off of his meds. So,
Whoa.
spoke to people at the White House about this, who was telling me, and quote, they allowed me to use this quote, he was off his meds, which is an interesting thing that they can acknowledge when Trump is too Trumpy. So
Too tired. Hey, we all need
characterized
to
him as going over the edge. So when he shared the video, so
we all need
remember
to
he recently threatened legal action against journalists, and then
so like I'm gonna go visit Denise. That way I can go to their free supermarket and go shopping.
yeah, good luck with that. So at any rate, so apparently Trump is off his meds when he posted that, and he's not being truthful with the real reason, because remember when we last talked, it was a staffer who did it and they were going to be terminated. So
yeah, okay.
But Trump is not going to apologize for the racist content. Now I
He's
separate
still off his meds.
So what he should say, yes, we fired Bob. Bob was an idiot. Bob was terminated, and I apologize for the video that was posted on there. He should do that. I agree there. So maybe he shouldn't dox Bob, but he should say we've terminated them, and I apologize. I didn't mean that.
I would like to know what kind of medications he's on that he's still standing 10 toes down on it. Is he still off of his meds? Is that what they're saying?
I don't know. No, they said he was
take happy pills. So what kind of meds do you take that will make you do something like that? And
mind altering. That's obvious. Mind altering drugs. They're saying he's on.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh,
He's a damn, he likes to troll. It's okay.
That's
we
not
all
trolling.
do it.
That's not no. I will troll people, but that is just plain racist. That's not trolling.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. It's hateful, mean, and
share it with anybody?
Did I share it? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Did you?
No, I didn't even see it. Did somebody?
Yeah, I watched it. You can't defend this, Brenda.
No, I'm not.
From the damn 1900s, we've known that it's bad to do that. I mean, come on.
Wrong. He's wrong for it. I'm not defending him over it. I'm just saying, if he's still not apologizing, is he still off his meds?
Well, no, he's being too Trumpy. I don't know. I'm not his doctor, but apparently he's on some kind of crazy pill, or he is on some kind of crazy pill. I don't know, but they're saying when you're off his meds.
That's our new word now. That's our new word now. You know that, right?
That
if you're
Trump
grumpy, you're too Trumpy.
Yeah, well, and then he's done something else to piss people off. He has shut out the Democrat governors from White House gatherings. Yes, he's decided to exclude Democrat governors from traditional meetings at the White House because of the division. And so these black tie affairs, down to the meetings, he's excluded any Democrat governor. So,
well, that's not all the way true, because he does let Fetterman go.
No, he doesn't. Fetterman doesn't have a goddamn black tie. No, he doesn't. So.
I'm pretty sure he would get one.
The Maryland governor is taking this exceptionally hard, saying that it's racist and a blatant disrespect because he is a black governor, obviously, and he's saying it's racist.
Oh my God.
Okay. It says many Democrats invited, but not all, is what the White House is now saying. So, but they didn't invite all of them. Wonder if he invited the Virginia governor. So
I wouldn't want the governor of Minnesota going because he's lost his mind. I wouldn't like the Mandani going because he's
not
lost
a governor.
his mind. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's not a governor. Holcomb.
That's right.
I don't know if she's going out.
I
But
don't
anyhow,
think she would want to go, but
well,
you know.
they have to go to some of these things to get the funding and whatever they get. I mean, they have to. That's the organization. That's how they run the country. So, but everybody should be invited, all the states. So, all right.
So they have black tie events to
yeah,
go and ask
parties
for funding for. They don't do that in Congress and everything.
Well, I'm sure they do in Congress, but no, this is the governors go and they meet with the president and they have black tie parties and they have music and dinners. And so, yeah. So, yeah, it's.
Chris.
I just saw that. Trump kept the governor of Illinois' Pritzker away because of the cost of feeding. Oh, God, if Trump says that, they will definitely be. So, all right. This comes from Zero Hedge. Democrats are on the verge of melting down over voter ID in a DHS shutdown. So, Congress has passed 5 out of 6 appropriation packages on February 3rd, but the DHS, which controls ICE and also several other agencies, was not funded. And they came up and said, we wanted certain things. They wanted mandated body cameras. There was some pushback initially, but they've went ahead and they're now giving them all. Every ICE agent will have body cameras. I still say they all need to be uniform and look the same way. Yes, wear masks. I'm fine with that. So. Now, of course, Republicans are also trying to push the SAFE Act in there with this. With the SAFE Act, it's going to require proof of citizenships and a ID card to cast ballots. Now, remember, we talked about this because the ID that they said is not currently an ID we have. There's not an ID that says you're an American. I don't have an ID that says that I'm American. Do you have an ID that says you're American, Brenda?
Nope, but I'm too redneck to be from any other country.
Well, I'm not arguing that. But yeah, there's a lot of problems with that side of the bill because that means we're all going to go to a federal ID. Will that be what they decide to roll out next, which I am adamantly opposed to? So, I mean, I remember you were losing your shit about the gold star on your driver's license. But
gold star, my driver's license.
Yeah, well, now we're gonna have a federal ID if they can get their way. So,
well, maybe they'll put a federal patch or federal badge next to the gold star on your driver's license. Who knows?
You can't get all 50 states to agree, so you're not going to do that, or whatever, 52, whatever, however many states we give driver's licenses to.
We'll just see what happens. I mean, there's no sense again.
We got Puerto Rico and the Caribbean. What's in the Caribbean? Anyhow, well, how many is you're not going to get all those places to agree and spend money to come up with a new ID. So the next thing, once they get this passed, is they're going to say, oh, well, now we need a federalization, a uniform ID that says you're an American, because they can't mandate every American go get a passport due to expense. And that would just...
The way I see this is, no, they don't, because whenever we go to get a driver's license, what are the things that they ask for?
Not all states.
Some kind of an ID, your birth certificate.
Not all states do that, Brenda.
Well, why not?
Because there is no one guideline for that. That's what I'm telling you they're trying to get to.
I had to do that when I first got an ID when I was younger in California. I had to show my birth certificate and everything.
That was your initial. That was your initial. If you went as a 20-year-old, you wouldn't have to do that now.
No, and I had to do it when I came to Texas also.
That was to get your gold star. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But not all states are gold star yet. So that's what I'm saying. This is their gate. This is what the gateway drug to federalized ID. Show me your papers. This is their gateway drug to that.
So why start something else new when they didn't even finish the fucking last one they did?
It's Congress. Come on. What are you talking about? It's Congress. That's what they do. So yeah, this is the gateway drug. This is the gateway drug to get people to buy, to get people into the ID that we need it for our safety. That'll be the next thing they preach. Oh, we need this for our safety. We passed the SAVE Act. Now for our safety, you need to show us your papers.
And for my safety, I can poop on their front steps because, if I hold it, it's going to explode. So
Chris says Trump is going to make big and beautiful federal IDs. Yeah, they'll be called Trump IDs. So they'll be
God,
unbelievably real, the same size, and they'll be made out of gold. So yeah, so
no, they don't want to do that. Everybody be hawking their IDs.
Oh shit, we're going from gold star to gold Trump ID. Jesus. I have no ID that says an American. I'm not paying taxes. So so and Sherry says I got a star on my driver's license. Wow. Yeah, and you didn't even realize it. See, they snuck that one in
either. I didn't either.
Yeah, because I told you about it. I was bitching about it. They snuck that in from 9/11, and it's still not total across the country.
I didn't even know. Glenn said something. I'm like, bullshit. I got my driver's license out, and there it was. I was like, where the hell did that come from?
Yep, that's because they sneaked the shit in. And that's what I'm telling you. This looks really, really good. It looks great. We want this to protect our country. Well, once we got it, Congress is determined that it has to be an ID that has blah, blah, blah. We can't get all the states to do it. So you're going to have to go get a federal ID. You're going to have to come to show us your papers. Yeah, that's what they're headed towards, Brenda. That's what this is about. Open your eyes. So why am I the one doing this, not you? Jesus Christ! Usually you're off the fucking cliff. I know,
but I didn't hear about this whole federal thing.
Usually you're the one. Yeah, you're usually the one that's over the cliff, and here I'm over here going, Brenda, open your eyes.
I spent this weekend looking into something for another show we have coming up, and then I spent it watching Netflix. Today was this weekend was my relax and Netflix fuck off weekend. Okay, so I didn't hear about anything.
It's been going on for weeks.
I heard that shit. Who the hell's trying to call me? Get off my phone.
Senator John Fetterman has said to expect a shutdown because they're not going to reach a deal. It's going to fail. So now I want to be clear here. Fetterman is okay with the SAFE Act, and he's a Democrat. He's crossing the line. Because, see, it's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. The bigger picture is they're fighting about it right now, but they're going to come to some agreement, and they're going to be like, okay, look, see, this is the best thing. Homeland, we need a Department of Homeland ID for every American citizen. So, yeah. Yeah, Denise, you're right. Go look at the legislation. No driver's license, no birth certificate. It's going to have to be a specific ID that is yet to be named. Pay attention. I'm telling you people, this is what's coming. Why am I the one that's over the edge with conspiracy? Usually you're the one screaming and kicking, and I'm like, you're nuts.
I don't have my tinfoil crown on today.
So it's not today. It's been going on for weeks. Get out of the goddamn Netflix, Brenda.
Why? It's the first time I've heard of it.
Okay. All right. So Fetterman's shut down. So it's probably going to happen. So
Fetterman needs to come to Texas and get out of Philadelphia. That's what he needs to do.
No, they're primary here. So on the Capitol, they're saying that they're going to try and pass a CR. But what does a CR really look like? Well, it depends if you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican, what a clean resolution looks like. So, yeah, they're trying, both sides are now trying to say they want a clean resolution. And the Republicans our clean resolution says, pass the SAFE Act, we'll give in on other things. And if we pass the SAFE Act next next thing we want is a federal ID. So, like I said, pay attention. So, yeah, they're all sides are arguing, but they're gonna. And once again, what are we looking at? This Eaststein guy. What is that? Everybody's gonna forget about that because of the Eaststein stuff. We're moving on to the next story. So
that's why they do it. They throw that shit out there, and people worry about this, that, and the other thing. It's like, what the fuck else is going on? Well, look at what they're doing. They're. I'm
telling you, it's coming.
They're all the same.
Right,
they are all the same feathers on one bird.
So here we go. Elon Musk responds to Fetterman for backing ID requirements. Tech billionaire Elon Musk responds awesome on X, Twitter, and reposted Senator Fetterman's support for the voter identification requirement. So, yeah. So, see, there we go. We have Elon and we have Fetterman agreeing. It's just pay attention. So, the SAFE Act, SAVE Act is, yeah, it's got some big legal loopholes in it right now that they're going to close up. It's the gateway drug to federal ID.
Let me ask you, are we allowed to read those before they vote on them, or they just have them and they don't let us see them?
Yeah, you can go read every one of them. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I need to take a trip to Washington.
If it has been proposed and put towards the panel or whatever they call it, a committee. I'm sorry. Yeah, anytime once they come up with a bill, you can read it. Yeah, as long as it's.
I want to read the whole thing. I want to read every single page. I will bring my magnifying glass.
It's going to shock you. So. It's going to shock you what the Republicans are trying to do. So, hey, maybe that's their way of giving us a chip. We can't give you an ID because it costs too much. So let's give you a chip.
No.
I'm telling you.
No,
I'm telling you, Brenda, there's something, there's a bigger picture to this. So,
of course there is. That's it.
All right. So we got to move on, Brenda. Democrats have now flip-flopped. Remember last week, Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer, they were demanding body cameras. Well, now they've got them. And what are people seeing from these body cameras? Paid protesters.
Yes, of course they are.
Criminals.
That's what they're doing.
So now they're like, well, maybe we don't need that. But the Republicans have already given up the ghost on that one. I think they set the hook for them on that one. They're like, no, we'll never give you that. Then they were like, we want that. They're like, okay, we'll give it to you. Well, no, now we don't want it.
Of course.
They're citing the Democrats, which is once again, they're citing some bullshit, saying that we could use facial ID to find out who people in the background of the videos were. We want a video that only shows the cop's hands. That's it. So.
Oh my God.
Chris says, let's see. Sherry says, I don't want that. No way. Good job, Glenn. Fetterman, Chris says, I love Fetterman. Wears the hoodie. Yeah. At first I didn't like him, but it does make him look like a Jedi. And Sherry says, I'm 100% correct. And Denise says, if I have to prove that I'm American, I want retro pay. So
for all the taxes.
Well,
there you go.
Somebody's got to pay for that. So Clinton, well, we talked about him. He's back in the news. Now he's flip-flopped again. He's wanting a public hearing, wants it put on TV. He says, I will not sit by as they idly use me a prop in a closed-door kangaroo court. So now they're saying, the Clintons are saying, we're not coming unless it's public. So see, week before they weren't coming, period. Then they were going to be put in contempt, and they're like, now we're coming, and now they're giving, no, we want to come in public, so this can be seen in public. So
all right.
I mean, I kind of agree with him, and I hate to say that, but I do. You want to put me in front of Congress and question me about the Eaststein guy's file, but you want to make it top secret so that I can't come out of the meeting and talk about it? No. You want to know what I know? Well, then everybody's going to know what I know. And now they're like, no, we don't want that. So the Republicans are backing up on this because they know he's going to name names. So.
They better keep him protected because, God, seems like every time somebody says they're going to name names, something happens to them.
Yeah, well, AOC, well, Hillary, he's married to Hillary. AOC is teaching classes to train agitators on how to block ICE agents and how to dox feds.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how much money to get paid. Yep.
One of our congresswomen, AOC. By the way, Chris, did you look and see what she was trending on X for over the weekend? I didn't bring that up, but let's just say it must have been rather cold in the halls of Congress that day. So yeah, she was trending for a total different reason. It was awful cold, and her tatas were at full attention, and photographers were all over that. So the federal or whatever, the ones that do all the pictures for the government. So yeah. They want them out there. They want to train them, and she's teaching classes. And I'm going to read this whole article because, well, it's kind of got some nasty details in it about, especially healthcare workers are threatening to inject people, and yeah, it's just nasty. So
the healthcare workers are talking about not giving anesthesia when a Republican
the wrong ones are the wrong ones. So
yeah,
if you've been following, here we go, Brenda. We're all on sports the rest of the show. So Lindsey Vonn, she was the skiing legend. She was 41, and she was actually told that she really shouldn't compete because she had just ruptured her ACL just like 14 days prior, and she decided that she was going out. She is now recovering from surgery after a leg fracture. She was coming down the hill. And I guess that's what I'm not up on the ski term. She was coming down the slopes and was somewhere around 80, 90 miles an hour. Her arm got caught in one of the orange, what do they call those things? The things that you have to go between on the slalom. Yeah. So her right arm got hooked in it, and it spun her around, and there was a curve at the bottom of the jump, and she come down on her right leg, hip, really hard. And she was screaming in pain. You could see it on the video, and they had to fly her out. She went and she has had surgery. So she's stable. She's got her physicians and people around her, and she's going to be okay. But I'm going to guess that she's probably going to be a commentator from here on out. So I won't say that it was a really ugly crash, I guess would be the best way, but it was hard to watch because you knew her age and she was already injured, and she was trying to make history, and she should have sat this one out, so, but that's what we talk about that with athletes. That's what they do. They get out there and they want to compete, and they want to push their body, and so she pushed it a little too far. And she also ruptured her other ACL, and she has bone bruises in her hips. So she, as we say in the woods here, Tennessee, she boogered herself up pretty good. So
yeah, I know how she feels.
Hope that she gets well, and she makes full recovery, and let's hope she retires and goes into calling them. So now here you go, Brenda. This guy will get you pissed off. Hunter Hess. Do you know who he is?
I have no damn clue.
Well, he's a U.S. freestyle skier. And so when they, after they do the pressers, they have the pre and then they have the post. During one of them, he was asked about being an American, of course, because, Americans have been booed during the Olympics. And he says, there's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm representing my friends and my family back home, the people that represented it before me, and all the things that I believe are good about the USA.
Okay.
But not everything aligns with my moral values that I feel like I'm representing.
Well then.
Yeah. So, and of course, President Trump couldn't let that go. He went on line and was calling him a loser. And that is
Oh God.
the sports world on fire. So, all right. And then let's just start on the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl. And I want to start this off as saying that I'm not being racist. I'm not being sexist. I'm not being homophobic. I'm not being in any kind of way. I'm trying to show the picture that they're trying to divide us any way they can. Now, we'll start. This comes to us from Breitbart, which we know is a little bit more right-leaning. Is it right-leaning, left? Whatever. They lean more one way. Fans outraged by performance of the Black National Anthem before the Super Bowl. Okay, I don't know who singer Coco Jones is, and she sang "Lift Every Voice," which is the Black National Anthem before a game. My question is, and I'm not trying. This was sung before the national anthem, but why do we need a Black national anthem in a national anthem? We don't have a white national anthem. We can't have a white national anthem. So once again, it has nothing to do with Coco Jones. She's merely a prop in their chest, a pawn in their chest. So, do you know how to end racism, Brenda?
Stop this shit.
Stop talking about it. Let it be.
Yep.
You know, like I said, I grew up in high school. My high school spoke like 13 different languages. I didn't know what racism was. You know, let's stop this shit. You know, so it's just being divisive. So it has nothing to do with Coco Jones. I'm sure she did a fine job. I don't recall seeing it if I did. But whatever. We're one people under God. You know, indivisible, you know, the whole thing. So, yeah, stop. The NFL needs to stop their woke bullshit. We need to stop that. So, all right. So the Seahawks, and if you're a sports fan, you know, they beat the Patriots 29-13. And what looked like was about to be a 29-0 game. The defense is what won this. For both sides. It wasn't a great Super Bowl unless you were a real big fan of defense. If you were a fan of defense, then it was a great Super Bowl. It wasn't just meh. It was just meh. So, I mean, you didn't miss a whole lot. So, yeah. Do we have a Latino national anthem? I guess screw the Hispanic Americans in our country that got no national anthem. Agreed. Yeah. See, why? We've got one national anthem. So let's get into this Super Bowl halftime. First off, there's no Caucasians in it whatsoever. They tried to make references to several things that were being fact-checked as false. Secondly, if I was a migrant and this was representing the Latino community, why did they have them on farmland? Isn't that like what we used to say the blacks used to be out picking cotton, so now we got the Latinos picking our fruit and vegetables. I mean, yeah. So there was not one word of this halftime performance, which had three key performers, artists, whatever you want to call them. It was all done in Spanish. At one point in time, I was confused if I was watching a soccer match. I mean, it wasn't that great. I mean, I don't know. They're going to give him a Grammy for it. They're already talking about that. I didn't know there was a goddamn Grammy for a halftime show, but apparently he's going to get a Grammy for this. They're pumping up about how great this was. Is this the way you want your people represented? Doing construction work, working in the farms, being on the poles, doing hard labor? Is that, I mean, no, I got no dog in the fight with that, but it just, it was this. And the other thing is, football is probably one of the only truly American sports. I mean, if you go back historically and look at it, if this had been a show during the seventh inning of a World Series, I could see that it would be more appropriate, where they're flying the flags of all the Latino countries, because primarily baseball is got a big Latino base and following. If this had been I don't know what they have at soccer, a halftime performance, this would have been appropriate. But this wasn't something that is American, you know? Yeah. So, and they didn't even, like I said, is this the way you want your people being depicted as, you know, they work in the farms, they work on the utility lines. So I think it was humiliating to the Latino culture. This is my opinion. In fact, even the Ford pickup they had out there wasn't a glitzy mobile. It was a less than $20,000 old jalopy Ford, you know, pickup. This is why didn't they put a goddamn white painter's fan in there too? I mean, come on. They were being racist to themselves. Well, and then you go to the other side, and they had the Turning Point USA, which I didn't see, so I don't know a whole lot about it. I understand it had some technical difficulties. It apparently had we'll get into that in a minute, had one of the largest ever viewings, but it couldn't be viewed on X.
Yeah, it was on YouTube. I ran across it.
It was only on YouTube. Yeah, it wasn't on X because of some copyright rules. So, and let's also remember about this whole Bad Bunny guy. He has been yelling "Ice out." He is anti-American. He doesn't want to perform in the United States.
What is he doing here then?
He is an American citizen. Let's not wipe that out, though. He is an American citizen. He lives in a huge mansion in Puerto Rico that has servants. It has gates. It has walls, and it has security. All the goddamn things he speaks out about. So, wow. You know, come on. If this is the guy, once again, I have never heard one song of his before this, so I still don't know that I've heard one of his songs. Is this the guy he went to represent? And then at the end of it, he spiked a ball that said, "One America United." You know, so to me, it wasn't a good representation of them or their culture. So, all right, Chris, here you go. You want to talk about the streaker? Well, there was a streaker at halftime, or at the end of halftime, and the streaker actually gained more yardage the entire Patreon offense. So. Denise agreed. Yeah, Denise. So yeah, we couldn't. They didn't show this, but this guy. Let's remember that the cheapest tickets were like $2,000, or I'm sorry, like $3,000. I think before the end of the game, they may have dropped down to $2,000, and this guy paid $3,000. If he drank a Coke or had a hot dog, he spent another $100. And then he gets arrested. Oh, streaking on the field. One of the players one of the players actually took him out because security couldn't catch him. So,
well, then my God, put him on the field. Maybe he'll make a good player.
That's surprisingly, it was a Patriot that tackled him. So
somebody should have thrown him the ball. He was headed for the. Look at him! He was touchdown.
Yeah, he had more yards than their entire offense did.
See, Denise and I agree. The New England Patriots should have hired.
Well, yeah, this guy. Okay, you were talking about that. This guy is a. What do you call it? He has been a streaker for multiple events. He's like a repeat
professional streaker.
Yeah, he's a repeat offender. So, yeah,
well, the NFL should put him on the payroll because he does a good job.
There you go. So, let's see. We've already covered this. It's disgusting. Yeah. Of course, Trump was all over the place about it. But let's get to that. So, we'll get to that, man. Okay, so this is the boy that they were advertised. They gave him a Grammy. This is the boy here on the left. And then this is the one that's in ICE detention on the right. They were portraying that Bad Bunny had got him out and got him on the field for his halftime performance, and he presented him his Grammy. But no. Let's be perfectly clear. That was not the person or the child that is in custody with his family at the ICE detention facility. This was a child actor named Lincoln Fox. Now, once again, I'm going to go back and I'm going to slam a little bit here on the Latino culture. This is what they wanted portrayed. But let's look at it another way if you're from another culture. Are they trying to say that all Latino children look alike?
Oh, well.
Let that sink in. This was their halftime performance, and they were trying to pass this off to however many millions of people around the world that were tuning in, that this was this kid that Bad Bunny got out on the field, but it wasn't. It was a paid actor. So are they trying to subliminally say, this is why I say that this is nothing. This Bad Bunny guy, whoever he is, I don't follow him. I have no interest in following him, and I have nothing bad about him. I mean, I don't like what he does, but he's just a pawn in this big picture of divisiveness they're trying to give us.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think him setting up this choreographed performance of things, is he really trying to say that all Latino children look alike? I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. You tell me what you think. So don't at me. So, and yes, by the way, there was a scene where a guy swooped into another dancer, a female dancer, and presented her with a engagement ring. And yes, apparently that was legit. They were already married by that time. They already had been married. But apparently the way this went, see, so this guy, I mean, yeah, he may be an asshole, and don't even get me going on Lady Gaga. But they had invited Bad Bunny to their wedding, and he appeared. And then so to return the favor, when he invited them to the Super Bowl, and they were wed on the field, and it was put into part of the show. That part was cool. I liked that. So that was cool. He returned the favor. They invited him, and he returned the favor and said, "No, we're going to do this on the Super Bowl." So I think that was cool, and I think that was cool of him to get that done. So it was an official ceremony that went down, and yeah. So. And
I would have been better if they both would have stripped and ran around on the field.
Wow. Okay. Now, before I want to get this out here, it was the worst, and this has nothing to do with her. It was the worst ceremony presentation post-game I think I've seen. Usually there's a panel of people up there, reporters, sports reporters. NBC chose to send one, a black female. Now, before anybody starts on me, she is well known in the sports world, and she's earned her stripes. But Roger Goodell, to start with, when he did it, was horrible in his presentation to the owners of the Seahawks. And she is beautiful. She had changed into a very nice outfit beforehand. She had on a suit and tie with leopard gloves. I'm not really sure what the hell that was about. And she was the only one. She was the first black female to ever be on the stage after the game and present the trophy and do the interviews in the stadium. They're trying to send a message of divisiveness. She didn't do a bad job. She had all of her questions written down. You can tell she was nervous. I mean, hell, you got so many people watching you. Of course you're nervous. And if nobody paid attention to it, but around the NFL logo that they were standing on where they do the presentation, it was the NFL logo, and it was lit up. It had like three. See, look at the bigger picture and what they're trying to say. It had like 3 or 4 neon like lights that outlined the NFL logo that made it look like a fence. So in other words, you couldn't just rush up on there. It was Seattle green. Got like 5 minutes. I got to hurry. So there was no chance for family, whatever. It was only the people they allowed up there. It was all about presentation. Now, some really cool things about her presentation. She's a graduate. She's a volleyball player. I was told you I was going to come back and tie that in. I've seen her play, actually. She was outstanding. She was UGA. She's a native Georgian. And what was really kind of cool, the coach for Seattle and her went to the same high school at the same time. So there's some really cool things about it. So, and they both went to UGA. So that was, that was kind of cool. So, but like I said, they put around that, so you can see right there, 1, 2, 3. It was like rails around that were lit up in Seahawks green, so nobody else could come up on the stadium or stand. Usually it's open on both ends where people can come and go. So what were we showing there? Oh, we got it lit up and nobody can cross this. So, and we're going to have a black female present it. So they're trying to show you something. So we'll hit this real quick, but apparently at the Trump Super Bowl party, they watched the Bad Bunny halftime show. They didn't tune into the Team America or whatever the other one was. So yeah, we talked about this, the Patriots player tackling the guy that 5 security guards and police officers couldn't get. 6.17 million people tuned into the Turning Point USA halftime, which apparently set the largest streaming record in history. So that's good. Commercials, Dunkin's, they were trying to make us go back to the 90s. Dunkin' probably had one of the better commercials. They went back to all kinds of 90s episode shows. It was a really good commercial. Go check it out on YouTube. They had Seinfeld, Friends, Cheers. What was that other one? It was just really good. And then they had Tom Brady as at the end there. That was kind of cool. Budweiser, even though I'm not a fan of Budweiser, probably had the best commercial of the year. Yeah, it was AI, but it was really good. Go check that out.
Yeah,
it's Tennessee Bald Eagle, by the way. Yeah, it's a Tennessee Clydesdale, Tennessee Bald Eagle. So
it was cute. I seen it. I was like, oh, look it. Yeah,
I'm not sure how many people won or made money off this, but yes, that was one of the largest bets yesterday on the color of the Gatorade bath to the coach. That was a winner, and it was the yellow-green color. So, yeah, so whoever had put money on yellow-green was the winner in that. So there was choices of orange, blue, yellow, purple, red, or pink. And,
wait a minute, they're voting on the Gatorade.
They weren't voting; they were betting. They were betting on it.
They
so,
bet
yeah.
on this.
Yeah, that was a big bet. Massachusetts Governor Healy, of course, she bet with the governor of Washington about who would win. And of course, she's going to have to pay up. What she has to pay up is, she said that she would send them some of the best dining, which will be New England clam chowder, lobster rolls from Legal Seafoods, coffee from Dunkin' Donut, and maybe some oysters. So there you go. That's what she's going to have to send. Last story of the day. We're going to refresh this real quick. Medal count in the Olympics. We're going to try and have this every day. Italy is still leading with a total of 9. Only 1 gold, but 6 bronze. USA, we're way behind. We only have 2 medals. They're both gold. So there you go. You can go check that out. We got to get it out of here, Brenda, because, not only are we out of time, but I have a doctor's appointment that I just realized I have. So,
oh, great.
Yeah, there you go. So, we're going to get out of here. We will be back tomorrow from noon till 2. Check me out on the Thin Line Rock Station. I'll be there, and we're going to have a good show tomorrow when I come back. Hopefully I'll get some of the other kinks worked out. Like, for instance, Where Is My Song? So, I don't know.
Oh, God.
All right, we're going to go out of here with a breaking news song. Everybody have a great day. Tune in to me tomorrow.